It's early on the first Saturday in June, and I thought I'd do a little bit of catch-up this morning and give you an idea of what's going to go on here over the next few weeks. Hi, this is Kelly with Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and I'm packaging up some Happy Mail this morning. So while I'm doing the Happy Mail, I thought I would pop in here and get you up to date. We've not been in here for a while. Been a little crazy, but I think life is getting back to normal. I'm back to being able to create again. I'm getting stuff cleaned up in the office, in the studio, so I can make some progress. So that's where we're at. I know several people are doing patriotic journals, including myself. We're going to work on one this month and do it from start to finish, so there's that. Because this is our nation's 250th anniversary. So everybody's getting in the patriotic mode, and they want to do patriotic journals. So I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon. I have lots of items that would work in a patriotic journal, so I thought I would share that with some of my crafty friends. I have 4 Happy Meals that need to go out. And I'm going to set that over there and see if I can knock it off. I just dropped a whole spool of ribbons, washi tapes onto the floor, which was not my intention. 2, 3, 4, and then I've got that one. It's going to be one of those mornings. I started out yesterday planning to get stuff done and wound up with a tummy bug, so that didn't get done. So I thought this morning I'd feel much better. Now I'm going to come back to these fabrics. I've had these for a couple of years. These were scarves that I got at Dollar Tree, and so I'm going to snip those apart. I also have this package of note cards. I had purchased a lot of this stuff. Why is that not tight? I had purchased a lot of this stuff for a Dear Julie challenge probably 2 years ago, and then I didn't get the challenge done for whatever reason. So I thought I would pull it out. I'd get my journal made, not following what I was going to do with Julie, what she wanted to do, her guides, prompts, whatever you want to call them for it. So I thought I would get these done instead. There are 6 note cards in here, so everybody's going to get a full note card. I'll have that. 3, 4, and then that leaves me with a couple to put into my journal. Now that kind of throws me off a bit because you know I do everything in 3s. So we're going to have to figure out what we're doing with this one. I'm going to take and put mine like this. So I'll have those. There's my 2. Just like that. But I wanted to get everybody else's done. I want to make sure that everybody, as close as I can, has the same thing to work with. Now there are a couple of things I have already cut down into 3s before I had to add another person. So I don't have a couple of things, but that's okay. There will still be plenty in the goodie pack for everybody to work with. And I know one gal is doing several, so I think she's already completed a few and has them at her sale this weekend in Florida. But that doesn't mean she can't use more. Now let's see what this is called Americana. This was from 2014. So I've had this one before the challenge. I just had gone through and rated my, at least I think, maybe I'll have to go through and check my YouTube to see if I had done a video on my kit, because sometimes I'll do that with Julie's challenges when I was doing them. I would do a kit video to show what my kit looked like. I've not done one of Julie's challenges in probably 2 or 3 years, just because there's so much I want to do and not enough hours in the day. Do you have that problem? Okay, I definitely want to keep this one for the Route 66, because this was also the 100th anniversary of Route 66. So, but everybody can get a calendar page, so I'm going to take those out, and then I'll stick the rest of this one in my journal. I love torches and flags and banners. I have some of, I can't remember what these are called, buntings. I have some buntings that I got at Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and I'm hoping to finally get to put them on my railing this year. I got flower boxes out on my railing for the first time in a couple of years. I got flowers planted out front. Now, let's see, have I got 4 there? I do. So there's 4 of those calendar pages. So I have flower boxes. I have flowers planted in the beds. Now, I'm not going to use this pad in my journal because I'm not doing a vintage journal yet, though I might do a vintage journal at another point in time because I have a paper pad for it. But right now, I don't know whether they're doing whites or not. Now, see, this one's got a cut in it, so I'm not going to give them that one. I will keep that one for mine. I think I got these at a flea market a couple of years ago. Now, see, there's another one that's got a cut in it. That one's got a cut in it. Boy, that one's really got a cut in it. Okay, so let's pull these out, and I will keep the boo-boo ones because chances are I won't use the full length of the pad anyway. 3. How many do I have? 1. I think I got enough here. I could give them a couple. Let's do that. Let's give them a couple. So, I had started this once, and then I wound up creating a mess over here, and I had to stop what I was doing to fix my mess. So let's see if I can backtrack. If I say something I've already said, just know that I don't remember what I said, whether it was on this video or the one previous, so bear with me. So I've got this one from Paralyzed Veterans. Everybody can get one of those. So we're getting back on track with what I was working on here in the studio, projects I wanted to do. And one of the things I wanted to do was I want to get back to the States Journal. And I had thought about doing that this month, but I want to get back on track, and that's the important thing. I've only got 3 of those stamps. So we'll see anything else that I might only have 1 or 2 of. Now these were veterans cards. So there's enough of those I can put in. I'm going to keep the eagle one. This is similar to one of those paper pads that was in there. I want to keep one of those, and there's 4 of those. Little note cards from Paralyzed Veterans. And then I had, so I decided we're going to hold off on the States Journal. I do want to get it done. It's one of those journals that I don't have in a kit box. It's just hanging out and being a problem. So I'm going to give them the stickers. No, actually, these I'm going to keep for me. I'm going to be stingy. Those I'm going to keep for me. Now this one, I might have more of these already pulled in their box. So I'm going to set this one aside. I also have a couple of different napkins. So everybody's going to get a 4th of July napkin like this. And then that leaves me one. I have a wide variety of napkins to work with. And I have them all stored out in the warehouse in by category in Sterilite tubs. So when I go looking for a napkin, I know exactly what tub I need to look in. But yeah, I want to get the States Journal done. I have got to go back and I need to cut out the states from out of my Cricut. And I need to, I think I want to include, I don't want to include the state flowers, just the state name, state shape, I think. But I've got to go back and pull those and get those cut from my Cricut. And I need to go through and finish collecting the diners, drive-ins, and dives travel pieces. I have a list started, and I haven't quite decided how I want to do that in the journal itself yet. So I decided we're going to hold off on the State Journal, and we're going to kick back in with it in August. What we're going to start doing this month is on the 25th. We are going to do, going to have a lot of this. We're going to do Christmas in July, but we're going to kick off the 25th of this month with Christmas cards. And we're going to do a Christmas card at least one a week, if not more than one a week, or at least one design for the month of July. And we're also going to do a journal in July. I have a kit over here that is a pink Christmas. I've had it for, let's see, I took it with me when my daycare daughter, her twins weren't even 6 months old yet, and they will turn 6 this December. So it's time to get that kit done up, and it's not in a kit box, so it's perfect for me to just go ahead and pull it out. I had taken it out of a scrap rack binder because I thought I was going to use the binder when I went to the retreat last month, and I didn't, but I'd already pulled everything out of it. So everything is just sitting here waiting to go into a journal. So instead of packing it back away and forgetting it again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull it out, and we're going to get that pink Christmas journal hopefully done in the month of July. Now, if you like Hallmark and sweet romance movies, Great American Family is kicking off their Christmas season on June 16th, I think it is. And I think it's everything in July they're going to do they're going to run some new shows as well as some past favorites, and that is on the Great American Family Network. So I will try to remember to put that link down below, because I'm also going to be covering the new Christmas shows on my author blog, because I write sweet romance that are Hallmark quality or Great American Family Great American Family type of shows. So I'm going to get those going. So I will be showcasing those over on my author blog, and that is always linked at the bottom of my description box below. I have this. Let's see if I can show you the whole scope of this. Isn't this pretty? But I don't know how I want to do it, or if I want to do it. What I think I'm going to do, because there's quite a bit there, and I'll never use the whole thing. Yeah, maybe I will, because I'd like to make a pillow. But if I take, let me see if I can do this. Like this. Match it up. I think if I do this all the way up, because I'd really like to share this. This is such a pretty fabric. I have no clue where I got it. I've had it in my stash for years. So all the more reason to get it out and use it and share it, right? Because I'm trying to use up what I have. So I think what I want to do is I want to do that. And if I do just a snippet of this all the way across, everybody gets them. Just like this. Now they won't have enough to make a journal cover with this. Well, that might also be something I might do. But they'll have enough to use for page flips. And that'll be cool. Now I'm going to come back this way with this one. Go like this. And then like this. And then this way, everybody gets a little bit of that same pattern. And I wanted to cut that there, but it wanted to buckle. So I'm going to go right here. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's that. I'm not going to get these envelopes mailed today, but if I can get them packaged and ready to go, I can take them in on Monday and get those done. So I'm going to hang on to that one. Okay, now I had this, and I want to look in their box and see who got what. scissors in the back. Fabrics. I don't want to show too much on camera because a couple of these girls watch my videos, so we want to make sure that they have some surprises in their box, right? But I need to get these bigger pieces out of my way so I can see. We know they're getting those. We know they're getting those and those and those. I'm trying to get down to what I have in the bottom because I have a bunch of these kind of things. And I've got to get another set of these out. Those will be fine. Make sure I have something else that has those. I have those. 1, 2. Now I am going to do tags on Tuesday, but I'm going to make those and record that video today because I'm going to be using these from Spectrum Art Creations. And these were ones that I got as a channel member, I think, for a challenge. And so I want to go ahead and do those. Okay, I need to count those and see what we've got. So I want to use this to make tags. So we're going to be playing with this on Tuesday to do tags that I'm putting in these kits. Because I can't copy and give them any of these, but I can use these to create tags that I share. So that's what we're going to do on Tuesday. So now that you know where we're at and what I'm doing, so for a quick recap, States Journal is picking back up in August, September at the latest. If I don't get into it in August, it'll be September, the first week in September. And then we're going to do Christmas in July. We're going to start with Christmas cards on the 25th of this month. And then we're going to do at least a couple of Christmas cards a week in July, as well as putting together the Pink Christmas Journal. So that's going to keep us out of trouble for the next 6 weeks. In the meantime, I hope you're finding something to create, and tell me, leave a flag in the comments below if you're doing a patriotic journal in honor of our nation's 250th birthday. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Creative blessings.